Hi, I'm Michael Kurosh. Welcome to Design Santa Barbara. This week we are introducing a new segment on the show where we will be profiling some of the most fascinating years in human history. Please join us. Looking back at history, it's common to remember major events and their locations. But some specific years have stood out in human history as being more significant than others. 1492 is one of those years. We begin in Spain, where on January 15th, an Italian navigator named Christopher Columbus proposed an expedition across the Atlantic Ocean to find a new passage to India. The belief that the world was flat had long been disproved, but it was commonly thought that the ocean route from Europe to India was too far for any expedition to reach. Columbus believed differently. In August of 1492, Columbus and his three ships, the Nina, Pinta, and Santa Maria, set sail westward. After a brief stop at the Canary Islands, they headed into the great unknown. On October 12, the convoy made landfall in the Caribbean. The exact island that Columbus first set foot on is unknown, but his initial expedition visited numerous small islands along with Cuba and Hispaniola. Upon the convoy's return to Europe, news spread that a new world had been discovered to the west. This led to the age of exploration and colonization of the Western Hemisphere. Columbus made 3 additional voyages to the New World before his death in 1506 at the age of 54. While Columbus was sailing toward the New World, a vast religious and political upheaval was taking place in Spain. The Alhambra Decree went into effect on March 31st, 1492, stating that all who follow the Jewish faith must either convert or leave Spain. This led to over 200,000 conversions and 100,000 Spanish Jews going into exile. When news of this reached the Ottoman Empire, its navy was dispatched to bring refugees to the present-day nations of Greece and Turkey. The effects of these are still felt to this day. In 1968, the Vatican and the Spanish government formally apologized for their actions, and as of 2014, any citizen of the world who can prove their heritage back to one of those forced out can be granted dual citizenships in Spain. North of Spain, England and France continued their turbulent relationship. An English expeditionary force with 12,000 men led by King Henry VII besieged the port city of Boulogne. After several weeks under siege, King Charles VIII of France offered Henry a peace treaty with a sizable payment to the English crown. War between England and France was averted, this time. When we come back, we will learn more about historic events happening in Renaissance Italy during this time. Stay tuned. There will be more Design Santa Barbara after the break. Stay tuned. There is more Design Santa Barbara after the break. We live in one of the most beautiful locations in the world. I've raised my kids here. I love it here. What we offer at Santa Barbara Design Center isn't just furniture. It's a chance to turn a house into a home. What may look like a deal online, it's very different when it shows up. It's something to be said for feeling it before it becomes part of your life. We are here to help guide you through this wonderful process. We are Santa Barbara Design Center. Come start your journey with us. This week on Design FYI, we're going to talk about sofas and the unknown mistakes people make. Did you know average American spends 46 minutes a day in a car? But they spend 5 hours and 4 minutes on average on a sofa. So why would you go out there and spend tens of thousands of dollars for something you use for 46 minutes and then go ahead and buy something cheap that you sit on it for 5 hours and 4 minutes? At Santa Barbara Design Center, we create you a custom sofa that is made for you specifically and to your shape and size and comfort and your family. So when you're sitting and watching TV or talking and conversing with your friends, you're sitting on actually something that represents you. Your car represents you, why shouldn't your sofa? Thank you for joining us on Design FYI this week, and please come see me at Santa Barbara Design Center, 4th and Olive, and let me help you find the right sofa for you and your family. Welcome back to Design Santa Barbara. This week we are discussing one of the most significant years in human history, 1492. In Italy, 1492 was a pivotal time for the Renaissance. Michelangelo completed one of his early masterpieces, Madonna of the Steps, and departed the court of the powerful Medici family. Leonardo da Vinci was living in Milan and completed work on the monumental Last Supper fresco for the monastery of Santa Maria delle Grazie. This was also a prosperous period for Botticelli in Florence, who worked on no less than 5 major pieces at the same time. (1492) was also an important year for the next generation of Italian masters. In this year, an 8-year-old Raphael first began his formal training as an artist. He would go on to be one of the most prominent artists of the 16th century. 1492 was also a very important year outside of Europe. In China, a meteor shower severely damaged several villages, causing numerous casualties. In Japan, the 10th shogunate began a prosperous and long reign. In the Middle East, trade routes began to spread, and for the first time in human history, coffee was traded out of Yemen and Mecca. In the yet-to-be-discovered Central American region, the Aztecs were laying siege to the neighboring tribes. Lastly, in India, 1492 saw the rise of the Deccan Sultanate, a grouping of 5 kingdoms who banded together for an era of prosperity that later led to the rise of the Mughal Empire. As you can see, 1492 was a pivotal year around the world, from art to exploration. This was one of the most significant times in human history, and many of these events have repercussions that can be felt today. I hope you have found this segment enlightened, and I hope you will join us for more Design Santa Barbara after the break. Stay tuned. There is more Design Santa Barbara after the break. Today on Design FYI, we're going to talk about what not to buy when you're going shopping for rugs. Most big outlets or national chains, they sell nowadays hand-tufted rugs. This sounds like it's hand knotted, it's done by hand, but actually they are not. It's called hand-tufted, and it's actually a gun that rolls the wool around the warp, and they are not good rugs at all. So this is a sample we're having here for you to see. Anything that has a backing like this, flip your rugs over at home, see if it has a backing, is absolutely not good. So what it does is it hides what they did below this thing, which is a latex glue, which actually is toxin. And if you have got any rugs over the net, I hate to say it, over the net, because it's easy to sell and they're inexpensive, you buy these things over the internet. So when it comes to your house, they smell. Have you noticed that? They smell more like a gasoline or more like a diesel because they don't let the latex cure. And the latex that glues this wool to this backing smells a lot. On top of that, they shed quite a lot. The wool is cheap because they need to be inexpensive, and they shed. I would not recommend you to get anything, again, that has a backing and is glued, because it comes apart very easily. It is temporary. It is not a green product because they wear very quickly, end up in the fill, and just basically as a landfill junk we are adding to our planet. The things I would recommend you to get, unlike these things that have backing, is the rugs that they have nuts to them. So as what to buy, I highly recommend you to get some rugs that they are hand knotted. And how you can see, flip it to the back, and you can see the knots are done individually, and each one is slightly different than the next one because they're done by hand, and the intensity of the wool and the pull they have, the weaver, makes them look different. Also, the sides are done by hand. That you can see very easily. If you want to buy a real rug, please come to Santa Barbara Design Center, and I can gladly help you. Thank you for joining us on Design FYI, Santa Barbara Design Center, Fort and Olive. On this edition of Michael's Minute, I would like to talk to you about mid-century modern furniture. Mid-century modern is described as the period between 1933 and 1965, in which designers such as Eames and Nakashima used clean lines and futuristic materials to propel design into a post-war era. At Santa Barbara Design Center, you can see and feel a variety of mid-century inspired furniture, including our signature leather chairs and recliners with classical wood frames. Accent them with side tables, daybeds, ottomans for a slick, artistic look. Customize these pieces to fit your home perfectly. To bring mid-century modern style to your home, please visit us at Santa Barbara Design Center, 410 Olive Street. Hi, I am Michael Kourosh and welcome to Design Santa Barbara. We are currently in Santa Barbara Design Center, but we are about to head down the 101 to meet my good friend Mariah Deruni. You may remember Mariah from the past seasons. She's an extremely talented designer, and today I'm excited to see a home just north of Los Angeles that Mariah has completely transformed for her clients. Please join us. Good morning, Mariah. How are you?
Fine.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much for coming. I have this beautiful house I'd love to show you.
Love to see it.
Okay, let's go. Okay, Michael, let's go ahead and go on in. So this is the entry courtyard, and this is really an outside room. So you walk into the outside room, and then you walk through the colonnade to go into the house.
It's very voluminous, beautiful.
It
Love
is.
the chandelier and the whole thing. What is this unusual vases?
These urns were custom made, and they are made from Malibu tile, and we needed something really big and bright and bold in here because the space is so dark and cavernous, and so we brought in a whole lot of brightness and added the lighting and a very tall mirror because the space goes up so high, and then all the plants.
It looks beautiful. It looks very welcoming.
So Michael, I want to take you through this courtyard. Then we'll finally get to the entry of the house.
It's very welcoming. It's
Yeah.
absolutely stunning.
And
What a beautiful fountain.
I love the sound. It permeates throughout the entire house. We put a lot of colorful pots around it and colorful pots here because what my clients had asked me for was a very colorful house.
And this is actually very colorful, and I like the succulents. They're just so beautiful, and they go very well with our climate. Love the sound of it. Where did you find the fountain?
The fountain was here.
Oh, it was here. You
Yes.
just made it more colorful.
Yes, the problem with the house when my clients first asked me to help them with it was that it was very cavernous, like I said before. It was very dark. Everything was
ended.
brown, there was no color. So those pots that I showed you in the entry, we added a whole lot of color. And these pots add color, those pots add color.
And I see you have consistent color. The blue carries from there to inside, and probably you take it in too.
Totally, the entire inside.
I'm excited to see what you have inside.
Well, let's go inside.
Let's go. Beautiful entrance.
Thank you. This is the secondary entrance. As you know, we went to the outside entrance first. Let's come in here. We have a beautiful Moorish Spanish mirror that we put in with the old world table. And then that leads into the archway, the groin vaulted archways.
It's very grandeur. It looks very nice. Let's check it out. Aha, so we come to the living room and the bar.
That's right.
That's the most welcoming thing.
Yes, right.
All right.
And I made sure to have your favorite drink.
Oh, that's it. Thank you so much. Very cozy, very warm. It just has the first feeling you get beautiful colors.
That's right. As I have said before, my clients really wanted a colorful house. They had been to Seville, Spain, and they love the colors there and they love the whole style. And so that's why we brought in the Malibu tile and all the color.
I love this. Actually, the combination of colors you use is beautiful. It's the blue greens, and then you have touches of terracotta. It's fabulous. Very, very rich. Very warm. It's a
Thank you.
big house, but it doesn't feel that huge.
Right. It's a family of 4, and they do have a lot of guests, and they do have a lot of parties.
Beautiful. Oh, check the bar out. Oh my goodness. So let's have the party begin.
I think that we need a drink.
I have my favorite drink. There's a Johnny Walker Blue.
Okay, well, Michael, now I know what to get you for Christmas.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. What a beautiful home. I love the colors that Mariah has brought to this design. She has once again created a luxurious and welcoming place for her clients. I can't wait to see the rest of the house. Wow, we have one of these big islands again.
Well, on this island, you can actually reach across it. What I really can't stand is islands that are as big as a king-size bed.
Oh, we had one that was actually bigger than a ping pong table.
Oh, really?
Yes, we have filmed it once. This is beautiful.
Well, I think it's really great because you can have a buffet and have everything go around, you know, all the people go around and all the food on it.
What it is interesting about this house you have done is it is just ginormous ceilings, but it doesn't look so big, so you don't look like you're shrinking. It just looks beautiful and is warm and is voluminous, but it's beautiful.
Yeah, every house we do, the one thing that's the constant through all of our houses is it's comfortable.
It's comfort,
It's always families, always dogs, always animals are able to live.
And it's easy to live with, actually. This house, you know, there was the bar and there was the living room, and you're just 5 steps away, you're in the kitchen. Some places you gotta walk like about a mile, half marathon to get to the kitchen.
Oh, right.
Yes,
Right.
beautiful. So tell us a little bit about the kitchen. What did you do here?
Well, what we did was we took off the granite that was here because it was dark, once again, and we put in the quartzite, which we love, and then the Malibu tile on the range, back behind the range, to bring in a whole lot more color.
I like the wood color you chose. It's just very classic, but at the same time it doesn't feel old. Very nice.
It is a classic house, and we wanted to, like I said, to make it look kind of like Spain.
Beautiful, absolutely. I love also the
Yes,
island light.
So the light, I actually designed the light, and what I did was I took a photo of the room, and then I photoshopped on there what I wanted and had the light made towards that.
It's very practical.
Yeah.
Has a lot of lights down here, actually.
Right.
And it's very nice. All right, now I see you have a beautiful dining room right off the kitchen.
This is actually my favorite room of the house.
Oh, mine too. I love to eat. That dining room is always my favorite place.
I like it because of all the color.
It's beautiful colors and very consistent with the rest of the house.
Well, it's really wild, but it's Spanish at the same time, and it's really bright.
It's beautiful, and I see you picked the drapery that mimics the e-cats, and those are
It's
beautiful.
Ariel, actually, my partner.
She's wonderful.
She's the one who pulled out this together. By the way, she's going to have a baby in a few weeks, and that's why she's not on the program today.
Congratulations. She's a wonderful lady and a great mother. So anyway, it's beautiful, and I love the colors you picked, and it's unusual nowadays, isn't it? A lot of people like white, beige, and white.
Exactly, and we didn't do white in this house at all. We did all color.
It's beautiful. It's refreshing, actually. Very nice, and I love the details you have, different colors and different textures. It's fabulous. And you had a buffet. Is that custom made?
It absolutely is custom made, yes.
Nice. All right, and the ceiling is vaulted. Very nice. All right, now we go to the family room.
Great.
Let's see what you did there.
This family room is connected to the kitchen, so the family can see everybody all at the same time.
That's great. The mom is cooking and the kids are watching TV.
Well, hopefully the kids help cook too, I don't know.
It's beautiful. I see you made a nice, beautiful section all out here, and you were telling me it's extra deep.
It's extra deep because everybody likes to curl up on the sofa. It's also very dark, so nobody has to worry about staining it or anything like that. It also has a really nice deep color, so once again, it's not white like everywhere else. Yes.
And what I like is different rooms, different functions. So usually what we do is we take a 39-inch sofa, put in the family room and living room. Media area usually wider so people can lean on it and rest a little bit easier. It's beautiful colors, by the way, you chose. Fabulous.
Right.
And the rug.
The rug is a hand-knotted rug.
Always stuff
As
from
you
the
know.
ground up. It's my
Yeah,
favorite item in the whole house,
right.
everywhere I go.
I love rugs too.
Beautiful. And you use the ottoman, which actually very clever. You could put your feet on it.
And it's very soft, so no little kids can bump into it and hurt themselves.
Fabulous and multifunctional.
We also did very bright colored draperies to bring in more color and still keep it light.
It's amazing how beautiful they are. A lot of people are afraid of color, and I tell them, don't be afraid of color. Color is life.
Right.
Do it, use it. And as you can see here, it's real, it's beautiful.
So next up, I think we'll go to the master bedroom, and I'll show you that wing of the house.
Love to see the master bedroom, and also the outdoors is fabulous.
The outdoors is great.
All right. All right, I just love this house and what you did with it is amazing. So we're going to the master bedroom, right?
Yes, this is the master bedroom, and thank you.
Oh yeah, you're welcome. You're fabulous. So
So
tell us about the...
Yes, we did the same thing here as we did in the rest of the house. We did bring in a lot of color, but we made it very soft.
It looks warm and rich and actually has nice colors. I love the rug that is in there. It's a Tibetan wool and silk, and again, a beautiful Turkish design fabric used there. It just brings a lot of colors in. Beautiful.
Thank you.
And we have a sitting room next to it, I guess?
Yeah, the sitting room I love. It's actually my second favorite room of the house. And I love the color in here. I just love beautiful, bright, bold color. And still soft. And
It
goes
is
with
very
the
light
master
and airy.
bedroom. Yeah.
Yes, light and airy, but at the same time, very rich and saturated. And again, the theme that you do always, you bring a lot of nice colors to the room, and color is life.
And I love the way that it flows into the outside. I love the flowers and everything that come.
It's beautiful and peaceful, and again, fabulous rug on the floor, and just amazing, nice, very comfortable bedroom. So I love to see the outdoors after this segment.
Great.
All right.
All right, so let's go outside.
I'd love
See
to.
the beautiful patios.
This is fabulous. Oh my goodness, look at that view.
Well, on this patio, there was a fireplace here already, but what we did was we put the Malibu tile around it. We wanted to brighten it up and to put a lot of color into it. The furnishings we brought have a Moroccan Spanish influence, and that's the influence that we wanted for the entire house.
It's absolutely gorgeous. I like the colors again.
Yeah, plus the colors that we love.
It makes it lively, happy, and you want to sit out here and enjoy your day.
And I love the way that the colors work with the blue of the pool. And one of the other things that we also brought in were those colorful pots, once again handmade by the same people that made the front entry urns. And that also brings in the Spanish Moorish colors and style.
It's beautiful, and it's very quiet.
It is quiet.
It's actually a fabulous location for what you did. Beautiful. So there is yet another patio the other side, correct?
There's many patios, but we'll go to another patio on the other side of the house.
Love to see it.
Okay. Michael, here's another patio that I'd love for you to see.
Oh, I love this.
This is the dining patio, as you can see.
It's beautiful. Imagine you have, warm summer nights, you come here, you have your friends and family over. It's beautiful.
Well, it's not just summer, it's
Oh, you're
spring, summer, and fall here.
It's California,
Yes.
You're right. It's a beautiful wood. It looks like it's solid.
It's real rustic.
It's amazing. And the candles are nice.
Yeah, we added some lighting here, put in the table, and just made it a dining patio.
It feels like you're actually indoors. It's so comfortable and so rich. Beautiful.
The chairs that we chose for here, we chose these bentwood chairs only because they are so lightweight that you can carry them anywhere. And so you can add more, squeeze them in, take them out, whatever you want to do.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful. I'm absolutely blown away by what Mariah has created in this design. This home is elegant, warm, and full of colors. She has outdone herself once again. Mariah, I just want to thank you very much again for the tour of this beautiful home, and your project is fabulous and, as usual, great. Thank you. Today on Appraisals, we have a beautiful meditation piece from Kazakh mountains. This is an area from the former Soviet Union encompassing Azerbaijan, Armenia, and Georgia. These are people, original tribal people that they used to live in the Garden of Eden, and that creates beautiful colors, beautiful motifs, and ancient motifs given they have been living there for thousands of years. The earliest ones arrived 15,000 years ago in those mountains. Designs they use is very mythologically picked. They are, if you look carefully, you have the little goddess of Anatolia out there. You have eight-sided star that is one of the earliest human art forms. You have ram's horns that used to be the sign of wealth, sign of prosperity. You have the little stars in the sky, and you can see stars from a green, like an ocean. Actually, it's not an ocean, it's a Caspian Sea they have there. So the green goes to the blues and goes to the skies. You have the little stars. Over there you have rain clouds in the form of chevrons and stripes out here. You have again form of goddess of Anatolia in the border. This particular one is very unusual because of the usage of green. The green, I have said many times on the show that is a hard color to get. It's a combination of yellow, which is usually saffron or weld, combined with indigo. It's a two dye process and very rare. This particular piece is in mint condition. Usually when you get meditation pieces that they are 100, 150 years old, they have wear on them. This particular one doesn't. It's been well taken care of. It has been used, but very carefully, and they took care of it. You have these beautiful combs that they're sign of purity. The shape of it, if you look, points one way. It has directional view, and that's why you meditate that direction. Very beautiful, very unusual. You have these little eyes. In Turkish they call it göz, and that is against evil eye. So you know, you don't get evil eye if you have that. All along is one piece that you see between 10,000 of them, very unique, and the condition is excellent, highly collectible. I appraised this in today's auction or fair market value about $15,000 to $20,000. Thank you for joining us today on Appraisals. Looking forward to see you next week.